Hey, what's up, everybody? Time for a game discussion video thing. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. Today, I want to talk about just how good is or was Ken's roll trap, and just I don't know, just something to talk about, keeping the channel active, I guess. And I have these clips, so may as well do it, right? And I've always said because Akuma and Ken are actually the best guys in the game, right? And of course, we know people have probably heard of the roll trap, but I want to show just exactly how obnoxious it is because some stuff was not even talked about back when I was playing, or well, back when I was a kid, I should say. But then, once I started posting on forums and everything, like I had never seen anyone ever talk about Duck Fierce roll trap over and over again, and I made videos about it. But so I'm going to show that kind of stuff off and just to show how broken it is. I'm not going to go into all the shenanigans you can do with, just because the roll is a stupid move in general, like when the guy's waking up and fucking with people's inputs. But I just want to show how good simple shit with the roll trap actually is when you're doing it optimally, right? So what would the roll trap be, right? We can do a few little attacks right here, boom, boom. And I want to show you just how tight this is. Now, if I try to jump out of it, I can't even jump. Can I try to do a light out of it? Nope, I'm going to get hit. He recovers before. Now, what if I were to try to do something like a DP? Well, guess what? Depending on who you are, of course, you know what I mean? You can't even reversal out of it depending on the spacing. And as a matter of fact, if we do a medium or a light, I didn't remember, I got the clips wrong. So say a character like Ryu. Ryu can actually try to hop kick out of it, but guess what? Ken recovers in time. Now let's say, what if we don't even do a light? What if we just do a medium? If you time it as good as possible, even the medium you cannot jump out of. So if we do a medium here, and we're trying to DP again, depending on the rage, you actually cannot always reversal even out of the roll trap if they're doing it at a far distance. Even if, again, I try to hop kick out of it, he still recovers in time after a medium, right? And here just shows it's even a sweep is guaranteed. So, of course, one of the ways that you sort of can get out of the roll trap is if he is balls deep next to you is you could try to throw it. But there's going to be a few problems with this, as I'm going to show. So let's skip ahead. And this is something that was never talked about back when I was playing. I mean, I knew about it, but, when I saw, you can go back and look at the Alpha 1 strategy guides, but maybe it wasn't common knowledge or something like this, but Ken can actually do a Duck Fierce roll trap, and it absolutely bonkers how obnoxious it is. And you also cannot jump out of this. So just Duck Fierce roll trap like that. And I want to show just how ridiculous this is, right? So one, if we do Duck Hard Fierce like that, right? Just trying to throw it is actually pretty difficult. And even if you do throw it, watch what happens. Ken will always get the tech throw if you do it correctly. Because you're like buffering the motion, the game will give Ken a tech throw, even if you are to throw it that adjust frame throw, so to speak, right? And then besides that, if we were just to do a jab in the first place, just a little bit out of range anyway, you're never going to be in range to throw in the first place. And Duck Fierce has so much fucking obnoxious priority in Alpha 1. It's absolutely ridiculous, which I'll show you some clips coming up, right? So anyway, we got here too, and you got to remember, if you were to even hit the Fierce, now this is something I've never seen anyone actually do. I never played Ken enough to actually do this in real matches, but I guess if you were to think about the game optimally too, a Duck Fierce or a Stand Fierce and to roll Dragon Punch, not something even when I was playing the game a little bit more regularly I ever hit consistently, but I guess it's, theoretical, more of a combo, but, I'm sure there's probably someone in the world who could say, oh, when I played the game, yeah, I was doing that all the time. But anyway, even got here, you know what I mean? Just say, what if we were just to do medium roll? Because guess what? The roll, for whatever reason, is throw invincible. So then I'm on the other side. Oh, boom, you just lost like 40% of your life. Oh, medium roll goes through the little kicks when you do that. So boom, you lost 40% of your life again, right? Now, here's the funny thing, too, because you would think that, Guy, of course, Guy is a strong character in the game, but guess what? Again, just showing off that guess what? Duck hard punch roll trap, even if you were to time the throw perfectly each time, that is assuming you are in range. Ken will always tech the throw if you time it correctly, right? And there's a miss right there. But watch this too. You got to remember, look at this. Because you're getting ready to cancel already, this is buffering your throw and it is always Kara canceling your roll. So guess what? You go through people's reversals. At least some characters' reversals. So look at this. Even if Guy tries to reversal out of it, he's fucked. Doesn't matter what hurricane kick he does. He can try to, like, even if you were to do like a bit different timing, because you don't always have to Kara cancel the first frame. You have a few frames. Even if you're doing it a little bit later, guess what? Well, the Fierce is going to hit him then. It's going to beat the hurricane kick. Isn't that crazy? All right. So I think this last clip shows, though, although one thing to note in this game is that, of course, not everyone has the same speed normal. So if Guy's fastest normal in this game is one of the more faster normals in the game, and it's actually his slide, right? So obviously I can't jump out of roll trap, but I can actually do, if I time it correctly, I can do a down roundhouse because it's like the fastest normal in the game. I think there's a few other characters that have normals that can actually try to get out of a roll trap as well, but Guy is a strange character. And again, who knows? Alpha 1 is kind of a weird game. There is like a lot of like weird sort of thought in Alpha 1, despite how ghetto it is. And maybe they tested this. I mean, maybe they're like, oh, fuck, Guy's kind of fucked if you just keep on doing Duck Fierce. He has to like alpha counter or super, basically. You know what I mean? So maybe they're like, we better make slide one frame startup just so he has like a theoretical way out of this or something like that. But of course, there's also, caveats too. This is assuming you're always doing the roll trap perfectly. This is assuming the other guy is always hitting their normal, the frame they're getting out of it. You know what I mean? And, I'm not going into all the roll shenanigans, but just the video showing just how powerful the roll trap really is. And although I say that, Alpha 1 is kind of a weird game in terms of, there's like a bizarre amount if you've actually played the game. Like I've used Ryu stand forward as a great example of a move that is very, perhaps it's serendipitously planned to be that amazing design wise. It's almost amazing. It's very interesting at least, right? But maybe it's serendipitous, you know what I mean? You could say maybe Capcom was like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? Guy's hurricane kick actually isn't, totally invincible. He might get totally fucked by some stuff like this. Of course, you could also say, why the fuck did you give Ken a roll in the first place? Because I would be of that opinion as well. I don't even think Ken looks like a character that should have the roll. And I think it's retarded as hell, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? So. But anyway, I just thought that's, kind of interesting. Anyway, if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.